Let's have a look on the description of the problems. The diagram on the right shows a cross-section of a container which has a parabolic inner surface. This is parabolic inner surface. And with a flat cover, the inner surface of the container can be represented by the equation of y equals to ax squared. You have an unknown a, you need to figure out later. Our objective is to find the mass of the rice in kg. So this is where you store the rice in the container. This is the cross sections. So to find the mass of the rice is the objective that can be stored in the container if the cover of the container can be tightly closed. So is there any idea? How do we find the mass of the rice? To find the mass of the rice, maybe you can first looking for the volume of the rice, hence converting volume to mass. Okay, we need to find the volume of the rice here. The volume of these 3D objects. Any idea? So the volume of these 3D objects we're going to use to find by using integrations. To do integrations, you need to have two things. First, the equations, right? You have it, but you have an unknown. Second, the coordinates, some coordinates. Do you have any coordinates here? No. So you need to build your x and y axis by yourself. This is always the methods. So this could be your y axis. This could be your x axis. Y, x. Okay, you need to locate some of the coordinates. Okay, if along the graph, the yellow color graph, perhaps here. What is the coordinate over here? Right? Look closely. This is 30, 30. Right. So you have the coordinates you put in here. Okay, find the value of A. A should be 1/30. Hence, this is the equation of the graph. Y equals to 1/30 x squared. Okay, you have the equation of the graph, you have the coordinates. Then, to find the volume, there are two things you need to decide on. Which two things? First, to find the volumes by using integrations, we use notation, right? So you have to decide which region to be rotated. You need to decide. You have to find a region and rotate it. Which region to be rotated and which axis to be rotated at. Okay, two questions. Which region you are going to rotate? Which axis you are going to rotate at? Okay, so in order to find the volume of the rice, you have to rotate these regions. Am I right? You need to rotate these regions along the, which one? X or Y? You need to rotate these regions along the, in this case, y-axis. When you rotate these regions along the y-axis, then that will be the volume of the rice. Okay, so depending on the context, x-axis or y-axis, are you going to rotate it at? Which regions are you going to turn it? Okay, so in this case it's y-axis. Then pay attention on this formula, generated volume, dx and dy. Remember, when you rotate it along the y-axis, you go for dy, as simple as that. You rotate it along the y-axis, you go for dy. When you go for dy, that would be x squared. Okay, when you go for dx, there will be y squared. Remember, okay, this is the concept. Okay, so now that we know which formula to be used, you need to also know about B and A. What is B and A? B and A is the limits, upper limits and lower limits, the range lah, the range of the volumes. Which parts are you going to take consideration in? That will be here, right? Let me use a different color. This one's you're going to take in here until here. because of the shaded region. Shaded region is here. So this will be 30, this will be 0. So your BA should be 30 and 0. So the volume of the rise, we can put pi outside, so you have 30, 0, x squared. Okay, you need to have x squared, and this is your equations of the graph. So you need to express x squared as a subject, you know. So you have x squared equals to 30y. So you're replacing x squared with 30y dy. Integrates. You should have 1 plus 1 divided by 2. So 15y squared, 30, 0 as the limits. So the answer should be, let me get a calculator. 15 multiply 30 square multiply 22 over 7, because you put in 0 is the same thing, you don't have to even calculate the parts. So 297,000 over 7 cm cube. Okay, one last thing, you are changing it to G and then hence changing it to kg. So we have this answer, we change it to G, multiply 1.182 and then divided by thousands. So your final answer should be 50.15 kg. Okay, cm cubes, you change to G, you multiply 1.182 and then you divide by thousands to convert to kg. Okay, that's all. Thank you.